it's the next level.
And now for the show that's truly too hot to handle. It's The Melting Pat, and it starts right now.
You're listening to The Melting Pat. Here's your host, Pat Johnson.
Why, thank you, Jerome. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show, The Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. Today, we have, are we going to talk about the sports thing? We might. I don't know. I got my throat coat tea next to me because, see, here's the thing. Last year, I didn't get sick at all because I didn't really interact with anyone outside of my lovely lady. And so I didn't have to worry about it. But now the kid's going to daycare and he brings stuff back with him. And I feel fine generally. I'm just a little congested there. So we get some throat coat tea and we're all good. At least I hope so, because this stuff is terrible. I hate the taste of this stuff. It helps. It really helps. But I don't like the taste of it one bit. Oh, it's no good. Anyway, what a start to the show. Today, we have a game of the week, an unusual pick, but I'll explain. I hope we hear from the captain a little bit later on. We will be hearing a new song from our friend BRONNIE, so we'll get that going for you. And I want to talk about some Netflix games. There we go. I was torn between two things there, but I guess it doesn't matter. Netflix has mobile games now, and I played them all, so I'd like to talk about them. And we might talk about how certain fast food companies have too many ads for, based on the quality of the food. Let's put it that way. But we will begin with our question, a seasonal debate. I don't know why I haven't done this yet, but I guess it works because I needed something for the show this week. So I would like to know, let's settle this, pumpkin spice or peppermint. And thank you to everybody in advance. I'm sure I'll thank you individually, but in case I don't, thank you very much. And if I missed anybody, well, my bad. All right, so there you go. Which one? Choose your fighter, essentially. Which one do you prefer, pumpkin spice or peppermint? Because a lot of people are very passionate about these things. And so I thought, let's turn it loose and let's see what happens. So Taylor says, I love both equally, but they have their designated times. That is, thank you, Taylor. That's a good answer. I like that one. I like that. That is a solid answer because, there is... some people complain that pumpkin spice comes out too early and it dominates the scene for a while. And then, a certain time hits, I think we're in it now, and everything turns peppermint. And I don't know, should we go earlier, later? I don't know. But that does make sense. That's good. That's a deeper a look at things that happen around, like holidays encroaching on each other. I think this is an extension of that, is what Taylor's saying. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Taylor, if you listen, my bad if I totally misrepresented you. Let's see. Gertner says, it's a tie. They both lose. There you go. Hey, it's not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. Vito says, gun to my head and forced to drink one pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin donuts, pumpkin pie, some pumpkin-flavored beer, etc., but I don't really like pumpkin-flavored coffee, but peppermint just brings nothing to the table for me. I will agree. Peppermint does nothing for me. Also, a note on the pumpkin beer. Every pumpkin beer I've ever had has been way too sweet, way too hoppy. And I kind of want to know, what have you been enjoying? Because I've been looking for a good one for quite a while, and every one I've ever had has been not great. So, let me know. Pumpkin beer that you like that is not too over the top, if it exists. All right? So, let me know. Thank you. MAG says, that's for anybody, by the way. MAG says, pumpkin spice, if for no other reason, then peppermint can and about 8 others. There you go. Oh, man. There you go. Oh, geez. And we're only going to get more spicy here. Drave says, both of them and the stupid hype they get. Gross. Get me some Glade apple cinnamon Christmassy air freshener, and that's all I need. Now, I debated reading this next part from Drave because it's a little, but the world is and everything is messy, so I might as well just read what people send me. Better question, how long till some at the Starbucks drive-thru gets shot for getting peppermint instead of pumpkin spice? Now, I mean, Jesus. I mean, that's bad, right? But also, it's not unrealistic. And that's the worst part about it is like, oh, you look at that, wow, that's crazy. Wow, how would that ever happen? Look around. Of course it would. Thank you, Drave. I'll get off the soapbox before I go too deep into the woods on that one. But yeah, with the way things are, the way things have been for the last, 5, 6, 7 years or whatever, I would not be shocked if something like that did happen or has already happened. Because that, it's unfortunate. But like I said, people take it very seriously, but you don't need to go that way. All right? So there you go. Thank you, Drave, for both a real answer and a new question to ponder. Oh, my goodness. How do we get out of this? We'll just keep going. Death Store says, I really hate both of these. Mint, I guess. There you go. See, he probably should have gone the Gertner route and say they both lose in a tie. That would have been okay, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to pick one. 6 says, those are coffee flavors? Hate everything peppermint, but I can't even imagine pumpkin-flavored coffee. Down the drain, both of them. There you go. I'm okay with that. Everybody has their opinions. I like pumpkin spice things. I think I mentioned this on the show. Maybe I mentioned it on a stream instead. But when I get to go to Wawa for lunch, whenever I get to do that in the fall, I prefer the pumpkin spice milkshake to the latte for sure. But that's me. Lockjaw says, didn't even know peppermint was a seasonal thing. I thought it was just always around. Anyways, don't think I've ever had anything pumpkin spice flavor. Have had those peppermint chocolates before. Not the best, but if someone gave me the choice between it and pumpkin spice flavored chocolate, I guess I would choose the peppermint. Well, I think where this came from is in the flavored beverage department, because like pumpkin spice latte became really big, and then, November or December rolls around, and then it's peppermint latte or peppermint, maybe it's peppermint mocha instead. And so that kind of takes the next, like passing the Olympic torch in terms of seasonal beverages or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Pumpkin flavored chocolate. I think I prefer the milkshake to the chocolate. But anyway, thank you, Lockjaw. You would choose the peppermint. Disappointing. Weapon X. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. Pumpkin spice. Yes, sir. Let's go. Thank you, my friend. I'm in. I am in. Oh, no, Jen. Oh, Jen. Peppermint for the win. It's so versatile and refreshing. Pumpkin spice is overrated. All right. I actually can co-sign that. Like I said, I prefer pumpkin spice to peppermint. I like pumpkin spice things. However, I understand why people would think it's overrated, because once you get to like August or September, that is everywhere. Everywhere. And I like it. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever. I do enjoy it. But, yeah, you know what, Jen? I'll ride with you on the second half of that. I'm not a peppermint fan, though. Not for me. Seth says, peppermint, I'm losing out here. Seth says, peppermint all day. Find almost everything, even mildly tainted with pumpkin, to be awful. My friend, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I'm the complete opposite. I don't like peppermint one bit. I think everything, because once you put, and I think I developed this during trick-or-treating, because once you have mint in your bag of candy, everything that has been touched by it now has a distinct minty, flavor, aura, whatever, and it just feels gross to me. So, yeah, not for me. I do enjoy a candy cane from time to time, but in general, not a big fan of peppermint. Not really, not for me. Everybody loved those York peppermint patties when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, man, people talking them up, they must be pretty good. And I think they're terrible, and I still think they're terrible. So, yeah, I don't know. The weird thing, though, I do like junior mints. So that's weird. Maybe that's a different, I don't know, but that's the exception, I guess. But generally, yeah, peppermint is really not for me. I guess that's just not mine. Just not my thing. Just not my thing. Weather Vane says neither, but pumpkin spice, mint anything except mouth hygiene products. I almost read that so wrong. But thank you for that. Slick says pumpkin spice. I wish pumpkin stuff was year round. I kind of wish it was too. Only because every so often in the summer I kind of want a pumpkin spice milkshake, and I can't get one because it's not in season. But I understand why it's not. I get why they do it that way. But I'm with you. I wish I could get a pumpkin spice milkshake in April or May, or on my birthday. That would be nice. But we can't do that. And finally today, our friend Fignuts says lasagna. And you know what? Can we get some fanfare? That's the winner right there. If you know anything about me, you know that lasagna is going to win out every single time. So good for Fig Nuts for either knowing that or just trolling. Either way, you win, and thank you to everybody for weighing in this week. You know, more peppermint than I was hoping for, honestly. Was looking for more pumpkin, for more Team Pumpkin Spice. That's where I sit on this. But, you know, it's okay. Like I said, everybody can have their opinions. This isn't a hot dog sandwich thing where it's not a sandwich. You know, you can enjoy peppermint as much as you want. That's more for you because I won't have any. And that's more pumpkin spice for me because you won't have any of that. Does that make sense? No? All right. Anyway, do we want to do the food thing? I don't want to call it a pet peeve. I'm not really mad about this, but I kind of want to talk about it anyway because I see a lot of commercials, and I've talked about food commercials before for places that are not nearby, but you still get taunted by the commercials, and that's upsetting. What's also upsetting is when the food in the commercial. So I don't know if you know this, but once they make the commercial and they show the food, you can't eat that afterwards because they have to spray all kinds of stuff on it and do all kinds of weird to it to make it look that way in the commercial to convince you to buy it because you know it doesn't look that way. You know that, but you buy it anyway. And so I would think that the food item that's presented in the commercial would look appetizing and would make you want to go out and get it, or in our case, you know, Grubhub it or whatever. But I got a bone to pick with Arby's because their signature, I guess, sandwich is, and with apologies to Bill Oakley, I'm very sorry. He was a great guest on the Short-Lived Show. The roast beef and cheddar, I guess that's their signature dish. I don't know. There's no Arby's nearby, I don't think, because they have some new things that I might want to check out. They have some brisket or something or other that looks actually pretty good. But the roast beef and cheddar, it looks terrible in the commercials. And I haven't had Arby's in a long time, so maybe they've changed things up by now. But the last time I had a roast beef and cheddar, it was awful. The roast beef smelled terrible. The cheddar, like it was all melty and gooey and gross. And I don't know why this was the choice for the roast beef sandwich, but it is not a good one, in my opinion. And it's certainly not good enough to warrant all these goddamn commercials throughout the day. Because we watch some stuff on real TV, and, you know, we do skip the commercials. But if we're watching something live, if we're watching, I don't know, Jeopardy or whatever, or something, just have the TV on after that. And, you know, the commercials come on, and it's food commercials, right? And it's Arby's, the 2 for $6 or whatever. And the roast beef and cheddar, you know, they smush it together as a sandwich, and it just looks so gooey and disgusting. And I thought, this is what they chose for the commercial. Like, this is their best option aesthetically for this sandwich. And it looks awful. And there are commercials for it all over the place. And I hate it because it's gross. And speaking of hating things because they're gross, in the same vein, I don't know if you know this, but McDonald's brought the McRib back, right? The McRib, it's back. Everybody's freaking out. The McRib, guess what? It is disgusting. It's awful. It tastes terrible. It smells worse. It looks ridiculous. And the commercial does it no favors. It's awful. And again, this is my opinion. If you like the McRib, by all means, go buy 4 to counteract the fact that I don't buy any. You know, do whatever you want to do. But I don't think it warrants all these damn commercials throughout the day when it's awful. It's awful. The McRib is terrible. Stop hyping this up. Now I get why people get mad about pumpkin spice. I can't even form this sentence here. I get it. People get mad about pumpkin spice, that it's overhyped. The McRib is that for me. Because the McRib is terrible. It's god-awful. Stop it. I am getting mad. Maybe this is a pet peeve. God damn it. It's awful. The McRib sucks. It sucks. Arby's roast beef and cheddar's trash. And there are too many commercials. I should have made that a question. Let's cue that up for next time. What is the worst, food item you see on TV all the time? What's the most disgusting thing that you see? Subway? Anything from Subway, maybe? That's rude. The meatball sandwich isn't bad. I don't know. What else do you see on TV? If you don't like Sonic food, maybe that's it. But yeah, the McRib is trash, and the Arby's roast beef and cheddar is trash, and the commercials make them look terrible, and I don't understand why they spend all that money to make that the choice for the leading thing in the commercial. It doesn't make sense to me. They're disgusting. There you go. I hope you're hungry. Go to Wendy's or something. Or, you know what? Go to a local place instead. How about that? Right? No? All right. Anyway, there you go. We'll get off the soapbox for now and talk about something a little more fun. It just bothered me. Look, there's nothing really going on. You know, the kids keep me up all the time. and it's kind of rough. It's been a weird week. So this is what I had to complain about on the show. It's what I got to talk about. So there you go. Again, you can always suggest things to me. If you're like, wow, Pat, you're talking about some dumb I know. Let me know what you want me to talk about. And we will go from there. So Netflix recently released some mobile games. So you download the Netflix mobile app if you don't have it already. And for free, you can get, as of right now, 5 games right on your phone. You download them separately, and your progress is saved depending on which account you use for your Netflix. So I thought, all right, let's try these out. Let's see how bad can they be? How good can they be? Maybe just mobile games, right? So I went with there are again 5: Shooting Hoops, Teeter Up, up is in parentheses for some reason, Card Blast, Stranger Things 3 the game, and Stranger Things 1984. So I played them all. There are 2 modes in Shooting Hoops. There is a target mode where you have a limited number of hits to make the basket, but there are some fun power-ups. And basically, like, you just, I want to say click around, but like you tap on your phone, you tap the ball, and it pops up in the air, and you have to pop it up in the net that moves around every time you make it. And there's some fun power-ups. You get it's like a cheeseburger, makes the net bigger. You can get extra hits for the ball. I think there are 20 total, and you can get more. I think it refills when you make the basket, and then you can get more during play. So that's pretty cool. There is the main mode. I don't know what it's called, but you tap the ball and it goes like in the opposite direction of where you hit it. And I got to say, maybe I just suck at it, but also I was playing it while the kid slept on me. So it was really hard to kind of maneuver and hit the thing without disturbing him. So we're going to call that one a wash. But the target mode was fun in Shooting Hoops. I did not like the teeter game. It's basically like you press and hold, like you have a little ball on a totter, like a seesaw thing, and you press or hold the sides of your phone to move it up and down and make the ball in the hole. Again, maybe I'm really bad at it, but I did not have fun with it at all. So we'll throw that one away. Actually, I've uninstalled all of them by now because my phone is old and slow and I was taking up room. So so that's not an indictment on all these, but on that one it is. So Card Blast I thought was fun. It's like the game Bookworm, but for poker. And Bookworm was a word game. You made words. There were burning tiles that showed up every so often. And if they hit the bottom, then the whole thing went up in flames and you lost. In this, the cards come out of the deck and they kind of scroll across the bottom of the screen. And at the other end of it, there's a buzzsaw or saw. And if the cards get to the saw, then it cuts everything up and you lose. So you have to make sure that you're quick and that you're accurate, because you have 3 available hands to use where you can drag your cards up there and put them in. You got to get poker hands, pairs, a straight, a flush, things like that, and clear them before you run out of time. So you got to do that quickly, and you kind of have to know. I mean, it tells you what the poker hands are and kind of walks you through in the beginning, but you kind of also have to know what the hands are and what cards you can put where, which I generally don't, but I had fun with it. I made a little bit of progress, and it was pretty fun. So there you go. Card Blast is good. Teeter is not. Shooting Hoops halfway. But the Stranger Things games, they kind of feel the same. Like one of them is, feel the same as in it's a point and click, and you have to go around collecting things and solving puzzles. That's what I mean. They don't really look it. Like one of them is more like like Stranger Things the game is more of a 3D kind of world, whereas Stranger Things 1984 is top-down, Link to the Past kind of feeling, I think. And they were both fun. I enjoyed them both. They might make a little more sense story-wise if I watch the show, which I have not. And I think actually that Stranger Things 1984 came out for PC like 4 or 5 years ago. So Netflix kind of ported that over. But I think they're fun. Both the Stranger Things games are pretty fun, even though I did not watch the show. So if you did, or if you do, is it still on? Are they making episodes? I have no idea. But if you're into that, then I think the games will be worth your while. I like Card Blast. It was a lot of fun. Teeter was dumb. Shooting Hoops, again, halfway. So overall, though, solid impressions. I mean, for mobile games, they're fine. They're good. Like, I had fun with most of them. And way to go, Netflix. Maybe we're going to get like a Big Mouth one where you have to find something like I'm thinking the Beavis and Butthead game where you have to find Guar tickets. I don't know what you'd find for like Big Mouth or BoJack Horseman or whatever, but I don't know. Now I'm just thinking of Netflix shows that could have mobile games, and I won all of them. At least I want to try them anyway. So there you go. Netflix mobile games. They're all free. You do have to download them separately, so it takes up a lot of space, or it could, but I would say try them out. I had fun with them, and if you're into that sort of thing, give it a go. All right? All right, there you go. So that's all the stuff before the song and the sports, so it's almost your time to go if you don't like sports, and that's okay. I thank you for joining me. TheMeltingPat.com is where you find all my stuff, and come back next time for... I have no idea. I really don't know what's going on next week. We'll figure it out as we go along. But anyway, for today, up next, we have a game of the week, and then hopefully we'll hear from the captain, and that'll be that for the show. But before we get there, we got a new song from our dear friend BRONNIE, and this just came out maybe a week ago. And I love it. It's great. BRONNIEmusic.com. Let me double check that. I should have written that down. It is BRONNIEmusic.com. See, when I play somebody often on the show, I kind of forget to write down their stuff because I've already done it once. And I really should start writing it all down. Anyway, there's a music video for this. I will post it in the show notes. This is BRONNIE's latest. So go check her out again, BRONNIEmusic.com. She's tremendous. I wish I could have her on the show because she's really fun. And I'm a big fan. And this is her latest. This song is called Rabbit Hole here inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network.
I can't say that I can't hear, that I can't think straight. Like a rain cloud pouring on my brain, and I don't know if I'll be alright. The worst thing is that it all goes back to us. Sick and tired of working for your love, cause I don't really know if we will be alright. Three sides to the story, everything true except for me and you. Oh, this is my shot, I'm sorry I got to give what I got before it goes away. Oh, I've got to go before I fall down a rabbit hole and let it slip away. I can't say that I want you here, but I know I'm scared of living on my own, cause I don't know if I'll be alright. I cancel any plans that I've got left, but I will have a night run through my chest, cause I don't really know if we will be alright. Oh, this is my shot, I'm sorry I got to give what I got before it goes away. Oh, I got to go before I fall down a rabbit hole and let it slip away. Oh, this is my shot, I'm sorry I got to give what I got before it goes away. Oh, I got to go before I fall down a rabbit hole and let it slip away. Oh, this is my shot, I'm sorry I got to give what I got before it goes away. Oh, I got to go before I fall down a rabbit hole and let it slip away.
And there you have it, BRONNIE with their latest Rabbit Hole here inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. I know I didn't nail that one, but I had a lot of fun doing that. So again, that's for me. That's only for me. So if you don't enjoy it, well, I'm not going to stop doing it because it's fun. The Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. Fantastic. I know I said that already. It's fine. That song, by the way, had a couple of my favorite things in it. A riff that I could sing at the end. Claps and gang vocals in the little bridge. And then an acoustic part also in the little bridge. And then it picks back up to end the song. And I love that. I love when songs do that. I wish I could do that, but I don't have that talent or foresight. So there you go. BRONNIEmusic.com. That's BRONNIE music.com. And again, the video for Rabbit Hole will be in the show notes at themeltingpat.com. So there you go. Thank you, my friend. I hope you're well. And I can't wait to play one of your holiday songs in a month on the show. That's going to be really fun. So there you go with that. If you don't, I know that sounds like a weird transition, but I had to swallow a lung over here. That doesn't even make any sense. So if you don't like sports, this is your cue to leave. Again, I thank you so much for joining me. Come back next time for, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about some other food thing or whatever you suggest. Let me know and I will talk about it, or I'll try anyway. And we'll go from there. But for the rest of us, we have a game of the week in the NFL. It's week 10. And I have an unusual pick this week. But I'll explain why I'm doing the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. Number one, it's a division game. And I can always find a lot to talk about those, right? That's good. Maybe. No. Number two, 1 week ago, your Jacksonville football team defeated the Buffalo Bills, who many consider a Super Bowl contender. And the Jacksonville Jaguars defeated them 9-6. And I thought, when am I going to be able to talk about Jacksonville winning a game again on the show? So I thought, what the hell? Why not? The Colts have played pretty well lately, and they beat up on the Jets, which is not a surprise. The Jets are bad. And sorry, Jets fans, but yeah, they're bad. The team is bad. So, so I thought, all right, both teams coming off wins. One of them more shocking than the other. So what the hell? Why not? So here's what I need to know. Will Jacksonville find a way to carry this momentum of their second win to beat the Colts, or at the very least, hang in there? Or does Indianapolis, this maybe is more likely, does Indianapolis remind Jacksonville, hey, you're still the Jaguars, and eat right? So, I don't know. The Colts have a running back named Jonathan Taylor, and he is really good. He's having a great year so far. And the Jacksonville team has, I don't know why I keep calling him that, mainly because I don't want to say I think that's what I want. I want to avoid that, and I don't want to slip it out. I said it there on purpose. Should I coin that? That'd be really funny. Maybe I will. I don't know. But anyway, they have Trevor Lawrence is, I think their running backs are hurt. I think their backup running back is Carlos Hyde, who has bounced around the league. I think, I don't know, they got Miles Jack on defense. Does that do anything for you? I don't know. The Colts are playing well. They're playing better football lately. And somehow Carson Wentz has remembered what to do on a football field after spraining both of his ankles on one play in like week 2. So, I don't know. I think somebody has to win that division. I don't think it's going to be the Colts. But, give me the Colts in this game. And Urban Meyer will slip under 500 since the incident. You know the one. He's 2-2 right now. I think he goes to 2-3 as the Colts handle their business. Colts are at home, right? Yes. Not that home field advantage is a big deal, but I think the Colts win, and they protect their house, as they say. And Jacksonville, unfortunately, does not ride a winning streak. But come on, they won. They beat the Bills. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they beat the Buffalo Billions, which is impressive and maybe a little concerning if you're a Bills fan. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. Nope, we're cutting all that out. I'm not going to talk about Aaron Rodgers at all. I'd rather not. I did do a little bit. That's why there's a coin there or two. But I decided it's not worth it because I don't care that much. He's a dope. There you go. There's my stance on Aaron Rodgers. He's a idiot. All right. There you go. I don't know where the coins will be in there or if you heard any of that, but there's your NFL. I don't know. Go Colts. Go Jacksonville. Who cares? Everybody stinks, as Jill said. By the way, is it going to be next week or the week after? Let me think. It's going to be the week after. So I think starting with the Thanksgiving show, there's going to be a new segment on the podcast. Jill wants to make NFL picks, and she doesn't know a lot about. She was doing it at work, and she wants to make it part of the show. So every week, I hope for the rest of the year, Jill will be making NFL picks. She'll just pick every game based on I don't know what. So that's going to start, I think, on the Thanksgiving show. So look forward to that, I guess. I don't know. I'll have a guest. I don't know. What do you want from me? What do you want? I know what you want. You want me to shut the hell up and turn it over to the captain, which is exactly what I hope to do right now, because I want to hear all about the Fly Guys, or you'll hear something else. I don't know. But we cross our fingers and toes and say, good sir, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Starting up a sports league? Need some great activities for an upcoming party? Sounds like you could use some balls. Big Bob's Big Ball Emporium has got just what you need. We've got all the balls you'll ever want. Any size, brand, model, or material. Need some extra special balls? We happen to have an on-site ball-making facility. We'll get your custom balls to you within the hour, with one convenient location in Anchorage, Alaska. Big Bob's is your only one-stop ball shopping option for balls. Bob's waiting for you to see his balls, so call him at 1-800-GET-BALL. That's 1-800-GET-BALL.
Thank you, my friend, the Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. Again, just in case he's not there, I don't know what he's doing. He's a busy guy. He's got things to do. And there you go. So you either heard the captain or Tim's ad about Big Bob. So there you go with all of that. And that's it for the show. My thanks to everybody for weighing in on this week's question. My thanks to Bronnie for the tune. Again, BronnieMusic.com, BRONNIE music.com. And the Rabbit Hole music video will be in the show notes at themeltingpat.com, which is where you can find all the stuff you need to know about me and the show and other things. And thenextlevelnetwork.com for all the things about what is going on with all of our shows around here. So there it is. That's all the things, right? We're good, right? I got to go make meatballs. So something to look forward to later because they're going to be slow cooking. I'm going to smell them down here while I'm working. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. And I got to go up and make them pretty soon. So there you go. That's it for the show. We're good. G11 special sauce with cold beverage. They're going to play us out as they always do. Philadelphonic.com for more from them. And that, my friends, is it. Again, thank you so much. This has been an 8 Boiling production. Until next time, have fun, be safe, thank a veteran, wear your mask, wash your hands, get vaccinated when you can, and of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. You've been inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. Go crap open a cold one.